board meeting, the organizational board meeting, my 11th, which I'm proud to say is quite an accomplishment for me. The first order of business, this is the only meeting I get to call to order and take charge. The first order of business is election. Oh yes, sorry, thank you. A reminder, this is being recorded and posted to a designated YouTube channel. As a result, the tape recording is a public record and will be handled accordingly. So just keep that in mind as the meeting progresses here. Thank you, Jeff, for that. And then the first order of business is the election of the board chair.
Make a motion to nominate Jeff Adley as the chair of the RSU board.
Second.
Any other motions?
Do you want us to do the vice chair and
No,
chair at the same time? Just
the chair handles it at that point. So
can I make a motion to cease nominations?
yes, you can. Good idea. Thank you. So we have a motion and a second for Jeff Alley. All those in favor? And with that, I will turn the meeting over to Chairperson Allen.
Okay, next item, election of vice chair.
I make a motion that we nominate Mary.
Second.
There's a motion and a second for Mary Copperthwaite. Any other nominations or motion? You may.
Do you want me to do it again? Can I make a motion to cease nominations?
Do a second?
Second.
Good. All those in favor of Mary as vice chair? Looks like. Abstentions? Okay, next item, Mr. Eastman, adjustments to the agenda?
I don't have any adjustments this evening.
Okay. Anyone care to make a motion with regard to the meetings from June 17th, the minutes from the meeting on
Make a
June 17th?
motion that we approve the minutes from the June 17th, 2025 board meeting.
Seconded.
Any discussion? All those in favor? I have nothing to report. Mr. Eastman, report from the superintendent.
Yes, I have a number of things to report this evening. First of all, welcome to our two new board members, Ashley Mulkern from Mariahville and Saving Tenney from Sullivan. Welcome aboard, and I look forward to working with you both. I did do some follow-up work regarding the recording and or streaming of our board meetings. I talked with Maine School Management about a specific policy, and they actually did not have one, but did draft one for the policy committee to consider, hopefully as next meeting, which will be a week from tonight. I talked with the attorney. If we do live stream, we do need to have the opportunity for public comment. His recommendation is to do the recording as the board agreed on at the last meeting, and then to post those recordings. The other important note is that we need to record the adjournment of any meeting that we take, and so anytime we go into executive session, we need to officially come out, and then Xavier will have to turn the camera back on, and we'll record any action and then the adjournment. And also, as I already pointed out, the recording is a public record and will need to be kept accessible going forward, and so should we have a request, we need to be able to access it and turn it over to those people that are making the request. A hiring update I do have for you somewhere. So I actually am pleased with the hiring that we've done. You'll see this document. This document on the top half are the open positions and sort of if we're in finishing stages, or if we're going to bring a name to you tonight, and so on, things like that. The bottom half, though, those are hires that we've made since the positions became open. So we're in a pretty good situation at the moment. I will say, in talking with Sue Layton tonight, that second position, the administrative assistant, she has somebody I believe she'll offer the position to. In talking with Principal Brenda Jordan this afternoon, she does have 2 applicants that she can interview for the grade 1 position. We will struggle and have struggled for, I think, months now to hire a school school counselor that is shared between Peninsula and Lewis School, and so we'll probably give it until about August 1st and then figure out if there are any sort of creative modifications that we can make to attract somebody. The Sumner Middle School math teacher position, 0 applicants. It's been that way for a while. They did have somebody not certified in math, but certified that applied, and it wasn't a good fit. So I do believe that's going to be a struggle to fill. I am pleased a couple of slots down from that, the Jumpstart Life Skills teacher position. It says 0 applicants. We actually think there's an applicant that could fill the position, so Sue's going to work on that. Sue Layton's going to work on that. The health position's been open for a while, and those 2 applicants, I'm pretty sure, are not a good match, and so there are still some open positions, but I am certainly pleased with our status because it allows us to get creative if we have to, and I think for the most part meet the needs of all of our students. Also, we'll hand out to you all, this is a very general reminder of the MSMA Fall Conference that is scheduled for October 23rd and 24th at the Augusta Civic Center. We have budgeted for 5 board members to attend the conference, including conference fee, lodging, and meals. And if you are interested in attending, please do let Linda Schneebeck know as soon as possible. Situation at Mountain View, the Mountain View grease trap line is broken, and we've run into an issue with it. The drain pipe part of it that runs from the kitchen all the way under the school, underneath the driveway, and out to the front lawn, the roadside lawn. To directly fix this issue, floors would have to be torn up and repairs made. We have found a less expensive alternative. We have a company that will come in, hydroblast the pipe clean, put a sleeve in, and use an epoxy seal to seal it all up. That will result in a clear passageway. This will cost approximately $22,000. And the very reason why we do put contingency money in our budget, we have $28,000 in that particular cost center. So 22 of that will be used up for this unbudgeted repair at the Mountain View School. Also, an update on federal grants. On July 3rd, the ESEA federal grants program notified all school districts that the U.S. Department of Education has delayed release of the Title II, Title III, Title IV, Title V grants. Of those delayed grants, we regularly receive and rely on Title II and IV grants. Under Title II, specifically 2A, it's preparing, training, and recruiting high-quality teachers and principals. The fiscal year 25 allocation, so last year's allocation was $63,621. And so the question is, what did we use that money on last year? 15% of Principal Haley Fenton's salary as part of her 30% of the work that is related to the ESEA grant comes from that $63,000. Teacher and principal professional development through the PREP, the Penobscot Region Educational Partnership. Their fee is over $5,000 that we use the grant funds to pay for. Workshop and conference fees and lodging to improve teacher quality. Our focus is on PBIS, training new teachers in our curriculum programs, and enhancing teacher knowledge of the science of reading. Ongoing professional development, for example, the Maine Math and Science Alliance coaches have come in and worked with our middle school teachers. We have used this money for course reimbursement in general, so that we didn't have to use local money. And any money that does remain in that particular grant, we tend to transfer to Title I to support the salaries and benefits of our Title I interventions. For the Title IV money, increasing school district capacity to provide students with access to well-rounded education, the allocation for fiscal year 25 was $48,139. In June, Shelley reported that we had been allocated nearly this amount for fiscal year 26. However, this decision was reversed after the report by the federal government. We were considering using this allocation for the Sumner Middle and High School IXL for math and for the Sumner High School Edgenuity portion of the subscription. Salary and benefits to support a full-time school counselor at PCS and ELS, which is the position I talked about was open at this point. SWIS, which is a program that we've referenced through board meetings in the past, is a subscription. It's a behavior data tracking system that we've used that supports our PBIS work. And then again, with this grant, like the other one, we do use whatever's left over is carried forward. We do transfer into Title I-A to support the salaries and benefits of our interventionists. And so, the impact remains to be seen. We certainly hope that we will receive these funds and be able to proceed as planned, and we will keep you updated as we learn more. I would just say in general, there's some things that are taking place behind the scenes in regards to how the money's flowing and not flowing that I'm concerned about as we move into next year. And as those things sort of, we get clarity on those things, I certainly will let the board know as soon as I possibly can. And that's all I have.
Next item, public comment. I don't think we have any public comment. I guess we can move along to business. Item 1, organizational meeting. Review and consideration of adoption of policy BDA Board of Directors organizational meeting.
So I can just jump in and say this is something that we do every July. BDA was reviewed and changes approved at the last meeting, and there's really no recommendations, or there is no recommendations for modification, so we put this forward for adoption, re-adoption I should say. Policy BDA Board of Directors organizational meeting.
Make a motion that we re-adopt policy BDA Board of Directors organizational meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Okay. Next item, readoption of policy BCA, Board Member Code of Ethics.
BCA is not required to be done every year, but we did do it last year, and I think the general consensus of the board at the time was that it's a recommitment to the ethical behavior of board members, and so I would put forward for your readoption of policy BCA Board Member Code of Ethics.
Make a motion that we re-adopt policy BCA Board Member Code of Ethics.
Second.
Any discussion?
Is this the, what, the use of
Yeah.
mic? Can you guys hear me?
They need to hear you.
Okay, isn't this all covered in the, basic rules and regulations of how school boards operate according to Maine state law, or is this a separate ethical standard?
It's all covered in those documents, but like some of our other policies, we have compiled pertinent information from those documents into one spot into this policy as a clear and concise point for board members to look to see that code of ethics.
Got it, okay, thanks.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor of re-adopting policy BCA? Okay. Board calendar, Mr. Smith.
Also in your packet, you should have the board calendar for next school year, as we've done the last 10 years. Tuesday evenings are our typical meeting night for either board meetings or subcommittee meetings. We are reverting, as we've done in the past, to Wednesdays for our budget workshops. It's selfish on my part, I'll be honest. My son is a senior, and he's got basketball games on specific Tuesday nights, and my goal is to do as much as I can with my son in his senior year. And so we've done the Wednesdays in previous years as a workshop day anyways, and so we're just reverting back. That's the only difference that you'll see on this calendar. And there's really no approval needed for that. Thank you.
Committee structure and assignments. We have your requests, Linda has your request, and so following the meeting tonight, Mary and I will collaborate, and I have looked them over already, perhaps presumptuous, but I looked them over already, and I think it's safe to say most everybody's gonna have their first and second choice, but not everybody. There are some issues with too many votes on a committee creating a quorum. So Mary and I'll talk about that, and we'll get it out as soon. Linda will send an email as soon as possible to let everybody know. I'm hoping to have it done tomorrow, so that you can know exactly where everybody is. appointments by board chair. Well, I'm not appointing anybody that doesn't wanna do it, so anybody, well, this was on a sheet of paper, but I don't have it in front of me, so dropout prevention, who's interested? I know somebody was, cause I saw it on the sheet.
Do you need this sheet again?
I don't know, but Saban's volunteered, so, and I can't think of a better candidate than someone who just came through the system, so.
I just had I had a question about what does it entail, really?
So yeah, there's Julie Bird, assistant principal here at the high school, heads up the committee. I don't remember in my head the exact structure of the committee, but they do sit down and review the dropout prevention plan each year that's then presented to me. So I want to say one, maybe two meetings throughout the year.
Okay.
That results in the plan.
Thank you.
Okay, I have my cheat sheet, and Katie, you put this down, is this something that you're interested in as well? Cause I don't have any problem putting two of you on it. Okay. So Saban it is on dropout prevention, MSBA delegate. One person has requested that, that's Mary. But as Mike pointed out, there are funds available to send 5 board members, so if anyone else is interested, I mean, Mary can be our official delegate if everyone's good with that, but certainly. Sounds fantastic. So, and again, if you haven't been and you can go and you wanna go, I mean, it's something I've never been able to do, it's my busiest time of the year. But from everything I've ever heard in the past, it's a very educational experience. I know that may sound overused, but anyway, all right, so Mary will be our delegate, Carla will be our alternate. And HCTC District Advisory, Mary put this down, you good with that?
Nobody else.
Is anybody else interested in HCTC District Advisory?
Sure. If you need an alternate, do that.
I honest to God don't know whether this is a one-person, two-person, how this.
Yeah, it's one representative board member from each school district. The committee meets every second Thursday of the month at Ellsworth. It'll be at Ellsworth next year. And works with the director, Bill Tracy, to basically advise, as the committee says, HETC.
Derek, you good with that?
Beauty before age.
Well, I'm not taking it. So, Mary, you okay with it then? All right.
As long as I'm with you, you're not me.
Okay, IT planning and advisory, Mary put that down also. I feel like Mary's doing a lot of stuff here, if anybody else feels like jumping in on some of this.
I will say for the IT advisory, I did not do anything with it last year. We didn't meet. It's only like a per diem as needed basis for that committee.
And I would just add that I talked to Brent Cook today, actually, I think it was, and he is trying to find the most recent IT plan, strategic plan. And that committee should, well, I shouldn't say he's trying to find, he has found 2016, he's trying to figure out if that is the most recent. And that committee will need to meet because it's time to update that.
There doesn't seem to be people lining up to take it, Mary, you're comfortable with it?
Yeah.
All right. All right, next item, superintendent's recommendation for certified attendance coordinator.
Yep, each building should have a certified attendance coordinator by law, and so for Cave Hill and Mountain View, it would be Brenda Jordan. For Sumner High School, it would be Amy Watson. Sumner Middle School, Devin Young. Peninsula School, Chris Beals, and at the Elderly School is Haley Fenn. Those are my recommendations.
You need our approval. Would anyone care to make a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation?
Make a motion, we approve the superintendent's recommendations.
Second.
Any discussion?
Who are you giving it back to?
Katie, because Terry didn't have his mic on. All those in favor? Okay, and affirmative action officers and Title IX coordinator.
Yep, and so Chris Beals and Christine Alvarado have been trained in Title IX investigations. and they oversee. They don't actually do the investigating, the building administrator does the investigating, so, but they oversee the process. And so after doing the training, we realized that Chris will handle the student-related Title IX issues, and that Chris Alvarado, I should say Chris Beals, and then Chris Alvarado will handle any adult-related Title IX issues. So those are my recommendations.
Make the motion, we accept the superintendent's recommendations for the operation officers and Title IX coordinators.
Seconded?
Any discussion? All those in favor? Well, machine, we're gonna get through this quickly. Superintendent's recommendation for school health advisor's contract.
So we did reach out to our health advisor from last year, which is Dr. Tiffany Rudlow from Maine Coast Pediatrics, and she agreed to serve again next year. So my recommendation is Dr. Rudlow at $1,300 for the year.
Make a motion that we approve the superintendent's recommendation for the school health advisor.
Seconded?
Any discussion? I'm just gonna throw this out there as a reminder to people, because this has been a source of issue in the past. This person does not meet individually with students and does not provide healthcare advice to students. This is advice to the superintendent on issues of a healthcare nature. For example, Mr. Eastman consulted our prior healthcare advisor quite considerably during COVID, but as a general course, wouldn't necessarily be making a heck of a lot of contact with this person, and there's no student contact. Anyway, all those in favor of the superintendent's recommendation? All right. Annual report concerning RSU facilities.
So you should have received in your board packet an extensive report regarding the nutrition program, transportation, and the facilities and equipment purchases. I don't think you want me to go down through each one of these. They're pretty self-explanatory. I'm certainly happy to answer any questions regarding this.
Anyone have any specific questions? And this is in our packet, and for people that may be viewing this recording after the fact, the documentation is available upon request of the superintendent's office. So all those in favor of approving the superintendent's annual report concerning RSU facilities? Oh, we don't need to have that approved anyway, we just made the report. Excellent, we'll move on. Annual report concerning funding to furnish flags and flag staffs.
Yep, per state statute, I'm supposed to figure out how many flags that we need, how much it's going to cost us, and so Linda did put the all-call out to the leadership team. We do need 7 small or classroom-sized flags. Those are USA flags. We need 2 of the outdoor USA flags, and then 5 main flags, 2 outdoor and 3 indoor. The cost of that from the World of Flags USA in Bangor is $540. So there's your report.
Okay. All right. Next item of business, Finance and Budget Committee report, and I don't see Janet, so.
It shouldn't have been Janet. It's a misprint, so it's Mercy.
Okay.
Okay, we met on June 24th. We went over the audit from last year. We had a new company this year do it. They break it down into 4 categories, and all 4 categories were great. It was very quick. There was no findings. And then we went over board compensation and had a discussion about that. And that was it. It was a very quick meeting.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. What was the second thing you said?
Board compensation.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Mercy. Next item, teacher nominations. Mr. Eastman.
Okay, I do have several teacher nominations to make this evening. First one, Althea Christensen, 4th grade teacher at Cave Hill School. I'm pleased to recommend Althea Christensen for the 4th grade teaching position at Cave Hill School. Althea holds a bachelor's degree in elementary education with a minor in history from the University of Maine at Machias. She began her teaching career in the classroom, teaching 1st grade at Jonesport Elementary School for 2 years. She then went on to become a state licensed child care provider for 21 years. In addition to her educational background, Althea has also been actively involved in coaching her own children in various sports, I should say her own and other RSU children in various sports. further demonstrating her leadership, patience, and ability to connect with young learners. With her extensive experience and genuine passion for helping children grow academically and socially, I recommend Althea Christensen for the fourth grade teacher position at Cave Hill.
You wanna do them one at a time, or
I can do whatever the board's pleasure.
do we wanna do them one at a time, or just have them read them all off and approve them all?
Second position I have is Christine Carver, kindergarten teacher at the Cave Hill School. I am pleased to recommend Christine Carver for the kindergarten teacher position at Cave Hill School. Christine holds the bachelor's degree in elementary education from Cabrini College and brings over 11 years of diverse experience in K-5 instruction, including roles in special education inclusion, gifted education, and academic intervention. 4 of those years, Christine was a part of RSU24 working as a long-term sub, first grade teacher, and as an academic interventionist. Outside of our district, she worked as an after-school care provider, a substitute teacher, and a third grade teacher. Christine is known for her passion for teaching and her commitment to student success. Her references describe her as a dedicated professional who consistently goes above and beyond to meet the individual needs of her students. I recommend Christine Carver for the kindergarten teacher at the Cave Hill School. The next position is Linda Murray. She will be an intermediate, which is 3rd through 5th grade teacher at the Peninsula School. Linda Murray received her master's degree in education and currently holds a conditional elementary certification. She has over 15 years of experience working in classrooms of combined ages in grades as a teacher in ed tech, and in 2021-2022, she worked at the Mountain View School as a math teacher when the middle school was there. Her references state she is patient, attentive, compassionate, and knowledgeable of her students, and is a good team player that steps in whenever needed. So I offered those recommendations. Just let me check one other thing, please. Linda, I'm sorry to do this, but I remember you walked in the office with 2 more positions, and then you had to walk out because I was on the phone. So I'm trying to figure out if you covered all the positions or not.
Those are 3 that I have.
Those are the 3 you had. Perfect. Then I put forth those recommendations for your approval. Yeah, Rachel Straw is not ready. She's agreed to the position. We're working through certification. She should be coming to the board next month. Thank you.
Anyone care to make a motion regarding the superintendent's recommendation?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Excellent. That's a remarkably small list of openings for this time of year. Excellent work. Okay.
May I ask, how do we feel about poaching a teacher from another school district who is mathematically inclined?
Excellent. You feel good about poaching from anywhere?
Okay,
They poaching from us?
I'll be in touch.
Thank you.
Okay, board review of meeting. Where do we want to start? Let's start with Terry tonight.
I think this is an absolute. I used to be a sound man. I think this has been a great meeting. I welcome the new board members. This is an almost impossible job, being part of a public school system. And I think we're incredibly lucky to have the staff we have, particularly Linda. That's all I have to say about that.
Ashley?
I don't really have a whole lot of input. It's a good meeting, efficient meeting, I feel tonight. I look forward to some meetings.
They don't all go smoothly as this one.
I assume that for sure.
I thought the meeting went very well and very quick, and welcome to the new board members. I'm no longer the newest one.
say welcome. Thank you to both you and Ashley for wanting to join ranks here, and we're to make our school a better place. And thank you to everybody that does all of the work within our district.
I'll echo what everybody said.
I'm good.
All right, just echo again, the excellent work that our leadership team and HR department have done in filling these positions. It's a long list of open positions several months ago, and pretty pleased that and even more excited that we may steal somebody else from another district. So, with that, I'm not going to read off the future meetings. You can all read; they're right there on the agenda. But we have an executive session. If anyone would care to make that motion?
I make a motion that we enter executive session pursuant to RSA Title 1, Section 4056A for the purpose of evaluation of the superintendent.
Second.
All those in favor? So we'll be moving next door.
No, we're gonna stay here, the camera's gonna be shut.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're out of executive session, the result of which was a development of a list of goals for Mr. Eastman's evaluation for next year. Having done that, I would accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Guilty to you, Terry. Okay, we're adjourned. Have a good evening, everybody.